So I think the country that's benefited the most here has got to be Germany. Germany's doing really, really well for themselves, and they've got some good alliances up, so I don't think that they're going to be stopped, technically. I mean, with France, Spain, and even Turkey, yeah, Germany can do kind of anything right now. So we'll have to keep an eye on them and see what goes down. I think that France is also going to gain some power here, more than likely. The problem is that they're kind of stuck now. In Europe, there's really no place else they can expand. They're allied to actually all the nations that surround them, Spain, Germany, and Great Britain. So anyways, let's continue onward. Let's recap on the wars, see what's going on here. So right now, we have... not that many wars going on. Things have definitely slowed down. There's still the Continental War going on in South America, and that's Bolivia and Brazil teaming up against Peru, Argentina, Venezuela, and Cuba. I didn't even realize Cuba was involved. Wow, and actually, it's so far it's actually benefiting the Bolivians and the Brazilians with 10 war scores. So yeah, something might come out of that. The other big one is, yeah, there's kind of a African war. Actually, it's pretty big. That's a pretty big one, actually. Let's go ahead and check in on this. Wow. Oh my goodness, that's huge. Mainly, well, the Sudan's probably going to get messed up because, you know, Egypt's not really having to deal with any of the other forces down south. They are probably going to be just fine. I'm wondering if this is Chad trying to reconquer this newly formed... No, it's not, actually. No. It isn't. I thought that they were going to try to reclaim some of this land. Chad is doing really well for themselves. I don't know what they picked up. I think they picked up quite a few provinces from Niger here. But dang, I mean, they're looking good. They're looking really good. India really hasn't done much. The Middle East has stayed a little bit silent. Israel just took over. I think it was Lebanon. So now Israel has a choice, and I'm sure Israel's probably going to team up, or not team up, but they're probably gearing for war. Yep, against the Islamic State. That is what I figured. So that war should kick off soon, and Israel should probably dominate because the Islamic State only have 12,000 men. So that won't be, I don't think, too big of an issue. Oh, there's a small war going on here. Armenia. Oh, Armenia's going to get eaten up. Now, you know, in the previous campaign, the Iranians, they took over a lot of the countries in the north here, just east of the Black Sea. They decided not to do that. They actually decided to travel up the east of the Caspian Sea this time around. I still think we could see that, and that's kind of the only place they can really go. Well, actually, no, not technically. They can continue to go up north and take some land away from Kazakhstan. I mean, Kazakhstan's got, like, no army. Look at that. I see, like, one regiment. Is that it? Is that the entire army of this entire country? Okay, that is pretty impressive. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. They haven't even been in a war recently. Yeah, they really haven't been in any recent wars at all. So that's kind of shocking. Benin is not having too good of a time. And you might have noticed I did slow it down. I mean, I need to slow it down a little bit only because it is getting, the game is getting even more crazy than ever before. There's a lot of wars. I probably don't need to slow it down now, but when big old wars all pop up, there's definitely some major performance issues. So just to play it on the safe side, we're going to go in 2-speed for now, just until some of these things kind of, I don't know, fix themselves. Right now there's a big old continental war going on, so I'm not going to press it. I don't really want to press it. So yeah, like we said, Bolivia's doing okay, but actually I think that they're being pushed back a little bit. Well, there's a 28 stack of Bolivians, and then you have 50 stack of Brazilians. Now, where are the Argentinians? Where are the Argentines? Is it Argentinians or Argentines? I am not sure, but Brazil still has quite a few forces, still a 21 stack, just chilling. They're not doing anything there. Venezuela seems to be doing all right. Now, a majority of these lands are pretty much France, right? Is France control? I thought France controlled a lot of this, but I guess not. No, I think they were French, I believe. Puerto Rico here. Now, what's America doing, man? What are you doing, America? You haven't been doing anything. Let's see your opinion. You have an okay opinion of Mexico. Technically, it is positive. You have positive 12 opinion, and that is with Mexico doing this kind of second reconquest of Central America. So that's shocking, but although I'm sure a lot of the aggressive expansion has ticked away for Mexico, yeah, I mean, there's no aggressive expansion on them. They've been good. They've been good at kind of keeping themselves clean and letting the aggressive expansion go down slowly but surely. There's been a new war that's popped up. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's actually not that bad, but that is stealing away power from China. We talked about this, so China has really even though this is their ally, they've let this nation really get very big. because as they've continued to expand into Southeast Asia, this is less and less power for China. And the base tax in this region is pretty good. Very, very good base tax. Lots of green. Lots and lots of green. So, I mean, yeah, China already controls a lot of green as it is, but still, I mean, all that could have helped. So, yeah, Thailand's probably going to get fully annexed here. Yeah, easily. That's going to get fully that's going to be a full annexation. Are the Philippines allied to anybody? No. Okay, that's probably why they're not being saved. Also, I did see that Papua New Guinea is starting to get some of their land is starting to get eaten away. So, that's something to kind of keep in mind, because I don't think they're going to survive for very long either. Qatar is still there. I do believe we lost the United Arab, the UAE are doing all right. But I think that if anyone's going to go to war, it'd probably be Egypt for them, possibly. Oh yeah, look at that opinion. So look at this. I didn't even realize this. Libya, Sudan, and Saudi Arabia, even Israel, they all have very bad opinions of Egypt. It's nations around them kind of. Actually, yeah, just like almost the buffer zone of hates, and then there's like these people that like Egypt. Is there anybody in Europe that likes Egypt? Is Italy kind of likes Egypt, and I'm sure we're probably going to see an alliance form up at some point. I think we will. Yeah, nothing new has popped up. But yeah, no, as you can see, Bolivia is starting to really lose this war at -3 war score there. Things are not looking as well. But, you know, luckily for them, they do have Brazil just sitting here waiting. They're not engaging in any of the wars, but they're just kind of, they're watching. They're watching the borders, and that's probably going to help out Bolivia tremendously. Obviously, if they were in this war by themselves, they would have gotten completely wiped out, I would think. But they do have 30,000 men. That's not bad at all. I don't know where Argentina's military is. I don't know. Venezuela is the only one that's kind of getting some damage done to it. Actually, no, not anymore. Oh, that war just ended, didn't it? Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Okay. And Brazil, I don't know. Brazil has been allied to Chile, I think, for a while, but now I guess they just didn't join in on that previous war. All right, so it seems like Western Africa is starting to, just south of the Sahara, I should be specific, is starting to somewhat clean it up. I mean, it's starting to gain some more control, slightly. How is Europe doing? Europe is doing fine. The Balkans is still kind of a mess, but Western Europe seems a little bit more clear. Now, wait a second, it's not, I didn't even realize this. Ireland is now a vassal of Great Britain. That is why. So I don't think Ireland's going to be there for too long. I'm sure at some point, we're probably going to see the end of Ireland. It depends on when the AI wants to take them out, I guess. We do have a new one that's popped up. Bolivia is actually in a war by themselves now. Oh, did they separate peace? Oh, we just checked on Brazil's status of the war. Brazil was no longer in it. Bolivia is still in it. Wow. And Chile's also. Oh, so those are separate wars. But we'll have to keep an eye on that. Whoa. Okay, so this is not good. It's just Peru now. Okay, it's just Peru. Argentina isn't involved. Argentina is involved with Chile. So Argentina should probably actually remember. Argentina has a small amount of troops. They only have about, like, what, is it 10 stack? Chile has a 20 stack. Oh, and Bolivia is moving in. So maybe this isn't going to be as big as we initially thought. I thought this was going to be big, but I think I'm wrong about that. I don't think we're going to see much of a change here. If anything, maybe Chile and Bolivia will gain some lands. That's what it kind of looks like here. Chad is doing okay. Let's double check on them. They've got 5 war score. It doesn't seem to be enough. Oh, they did eat up the country that popped up inside of Chad. So we'll have to see how that goes. Ooh, wait a second. Maybe now that Egypt, I think a majority of these troops are Egypt and Mali, I guess I should say. Yeah, I mean, Egypt, I think because Egypt probably dealt with or maybe pieced out Sudan. No, they didn't. They just kind of probably just moved throughout the lands to move to the Chad territory, it looks like to me. Oh, Somalia is back. Wait a second. Have they been back? No, I don't think so. Well, I know they acquired some more. So I mean, it's all scattered and it's all over the place, but they're back. I mean, nonetheless, they're here. They're involved. Kuwait is still around. Yeah, so that's probably why Chad is doing this kind of second coming. Oh, they did just peace out. Great Britain's got themselves involved in a war with Colombia. Ooh, Great Britain calling upon their allies of Portugal and France. It's just some of the big ones. Colombia. Oh man, wait a second. So that war just started up. Chad is at 30 war score. Yeah, so more than likely Chad is going to grow in strength. So there's a few African powers that I think are starting to really flex their muscles. We've got South Africa, Egypt, Algeria, maybe even Mali. Who knows? Maybe the Congo, Republic of Congo, and Chad even. All right, so let's see how this works. What was Great Britain really asking for here? They're going after the Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic called upon most of the South American countries, it looks like to me at least. Yeah, but so far things are not going so well. I imagine that more than likely Great Britain has probably a bigger fleet. We just have to wait for them to bring it over. And if they don't, then yeah, that's going to be a problem. It is 2049, February 9th. Great Britain's... there's a big fleet moving. It looks like more than likely for the Caribbean. I'm expecting that to kind of go towards the Caribbean. They've got 0 war score, so things are not going so well. Bosnia at war with Serbia. They called upon Hungary and Bulgaria. Austria and Serbia teaming up. It's now just Bolivia and Peru. Yeah, it is. Armenia is pushed back just east of the Black Sea. And then we have Chad. Yeah, Chad's still in their war. They're not going to get much more than that. Hey, look at that, Armenia. Armenia might gain back. I think this was a core before, wasn't it? No, it wasn't. I thought they had something. Yeah, no, they had land. They had one province here. I knew they had something. Okay, we'll have to see what Chad does. Because if Chad does take over, especially this location, like them in Central Africa like this is such a good spot to be in. Very, very good spot to be in. Did they take... Yep, they did. Boom. 2 additional provinces from Thailand. Oh, man, China, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you just going to let this continue to happen in the south? I mean, I know you guys are allied. I understand you guys are allied, and you're allied to Australia. I didn't realize that. So you've picked up quite a few alliances. Is Russia allied to anybody? Just Saudi Arabia. And South Korea. Oh, that's... Wow. Could you imagine that? We could see a Chinese-Russian war because of the Korean Peninsula. Now, that would be pretty interesting to watch. Let's check on China's opinion of the remaining Southeast Asian countries. Laos. So they have a positive opinion technically of Laos, and I guess it's a neutral feeling towards Vietnamese. Towards the Vietnamese. They do not like India, though. Wow. They absolutely hate India. But we knew about this. And so does India. So the Chinese opinion... Oh, no, I'm sorry. I should say... that's right. I need to look... It's backwards for some reason. So China's opinion of India is at negative 200. India is only at 161. Oh, so China actually has a positive opinion of Laos and Vietnam. So we actually might not see... We might not see them attack. They might not go for this land. Which... What does India do at that point? India is strong. Although, at this point, India really only has a few... Actually, no, they don't. They can technically go to war for Iran, but that's a big war. And I don't think they want to just jump into a war like that. Ooh, Serbia's not doing so well. I don't think they just want to jump into a war with Iran. They're a little bit too powerful. I mean, they're not super powerful. They look like they only have about 25,000 men. Actually, that's nothing. India could go after that. Why does Iran have such a small force? I thought they'd have much more than that. Chad still isn't pieced out yet. Neither has Bolivia. How about Chile? Chile has pieced out. Okay. And the Dominican Republic is still dominating. Hey, you know what? They might kick out Great Britain. It is possible that we see that. Great Britain might get kicked out here. Denmark versus Iceland. So I imagine that Denmark's going to pick up a few more. They're going to recontrol Iceland. So they're going to control Iceland and Greenland. They need that because they've got a very, very powerful force in Germany to the south. So, I mean, they've got to go someplace, right? They're on the verge of getting kicked out of Europe completely. And that is, needless to say, a pretty big problem for them. Oh, look at this Russia picking... Wait a second. When did Russia grab these lands? I have no idea. When did they do that? I have no idea. But okay. Hey, they did it. Besides that, though... Nothing else. Technically, Great Britain has positive war. Well, because Great Britain is... Oh, the war is for Colombia. The Dominican Republic are involved, but yeah. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, that's probably why they don't care. They have made a landing. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, that's a lot. 59,000 British soldiers in Colombian territory. How is this going to go? This is not going to go well. I don't even know why I asked that. Obviously, this is not going to go well. South Africa is at war, and once again, they're dominating in the southern part here. Yeah, Chad's looking good. Chad is looking really good. Let's check on South Africa. Yep, they're going to get even more. Jeez. I mean, I think ultimately, when we get to around 2020, no, not 2000, I'm sorry, 2200, I think that we might, if we're lucky enough, we're going to see like 4 or 5 major powers. Bam, they just ate a huge chunk. Oh my goodness, South Africa, that's just messed up. Wow. Now, you're allied, you've got some okay allies. So you're clearly trying to expand towards your northwest. And I'm thinking they might go after the Congo next. Who are the Congo allied to? They're allied to Sudan, South Sudan, Cameroon, Kenya, and looks like a few other smaller nations, but they don't really matter. Mainly nations of the north. If they team up, they might be able to take on South Africa, potentially. But where are their forces at? Yeah, they've got a 64 stack with a 3-star general. Oh, man. Did Denmark actually make the landing in Iceland just yet? No, technically not yet, but once they do, and I'm sure they will, that will happen soon, then yeah, Iceland's probably going to be all theirs. The Armenian War is still currently going on. Armenia's been able to defend themselves. Armenia actually has -21 war score for them. And yeah, it's not going so well for Serbia. Or no, I mean it is going well for Serbia. Wait a second, it's not supposed to be. Technically it says they have positive war score. Serbia. No, I'm sorry, Bosnia. Okay, never mind. I'm smoking crack. That's my apologies. Yeah, no, Bosnia is doing just fine at 42 war score. So it looks like Serbia's probably going to get completely eaten here, I'm thinking. More than likely they will. And this would kind of open up a lot of opportunity for Bosnia to potentially go to war for Hungary. They could go after Romania. They could go after Bulgaria. I mean, look at Austria. You know, this would be a really excellent, I guess, location for kind of any of the Western Europeans to attack. The Balkans are very, very divided, I guess. Even Ukraine, they can do it. Even the Ukraine could go after it. You know what I mean? I mean, they'd have to find a way through Romania, and I'm sure Romania's got some allies. Oh, they do. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. I didn't really consider that. Oh, man, that is a problem. Never mind. So, yeah, this region of Europe might be pretty separated, but they have a lot of allies, so that's kind of an issue. But if Italy wanted to grab something, I mean, Italy might. I mean, they've already grabbed a piece of Greece here. Maybe go after Albania next? No, you can't. Okay, so that's probably explaining why this region has not been cleaned up a bit. You know, no one has really taken over too much because there's kind of intertwined alliances all over the place. So that's probably why no one wants to just jump in. Looks like the Armenian War is still happening, but you know what? Boom. Armenia, I think, might get a whole lot of land, at least 4 new provinces, and they could maybe turn their sights on Georgia potentially next. Yeah, Georgia might not be a terrible foe to go after this. That might be a good idea. How's Chad doing? And what's the opinion of okay, so Congo really doesn't like Chad. But see, you know, this might be actually an excellent opportunity for South Africa and Chad to team up. Let's check in on their coalition map mode. Oh, nothing. All right, so clearly aggressive expansion is still very, very low in this patch. Really, really low. I'm shocked at that. I thought that I mean, at least we're seeing it. I know that in the last video we saw a brief amount of aggressive expansion that had been built up. But yeah, no, I'm still shocked. Going after the Philippines again. Yes, they are. Oh, man. Well, they're probably going to get some more land, and I imagine they're probably going to set their sights on Papua New Guinea next. But anyways, guys, I'm going to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.